the Board of Supervisors, the Democratic Party, the Federation of Labor, they all worked in basically in collusion in the Times to convince the public that I was the wrong guy for the job. Basically ignoring everything I did, every reform effort I did, pretending it never happened, and then pretending that fake things that didn't happen were real. Like the use of force in the San Fernando court lockup, where the deputy put his head on a guy's head, his knee on a guy's head. They billed that as, oh, it's a cover-up. The sheriff covered it up. Quite the opposite. When we found, we took care of it, and it should have been happened by captains, not by the sheriff level. So it was a very coordinated campaign. They started with the deputy gangs thing. Then you had the activists, Google LSD gangs, and they'd have that everywhere on social media. They kept hammering that. And, they were working in conjunction for sure to spread a false narrative. And everything we did to reform the department, they just pretended it never happened. Like, we put together wage theft task force, a huge problem in LA County. Times wouldn't even touch it, wouldn't even acknowledge that we did it.
What is that?
Wage theft task force. Task force devoted to investigating and prosecuting cases where employers steal the wages of their employees.
Mm-hmm.
$26 million a week business in LA. It's huge. It's $1.5 billion a year.
26 million a week.
A week in LA County.
Alone.
And the Times wouldn't report it because it made me look good. That's how they played the game. When I kicked ICE out of the jails, progressive agenda, very high on the progressive agenda.
Mm-hmm.
On the normal
Stern. Praised you.
Huh?
They should have praised you for that.
Yes, bronze statue and all that stuff. Never touched it. It never happened. That's how they played the game. They distort reality by concealing good information and by faking bad information, and then that's the only narrative that people listen to.
Okay, so let's have an assumption you take office in 2 years, once again. Or someone like you, with your values and principles, right? What are the chances they get to stay for more than 4 years?
Good question. Good question. It all depends on who sits on the Board of Supervisors. If we start getting honest people occupying those positions, the chances are better.
Once again, they are elected.
They're elected.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
DA is elected. Board of Supervisors are elected. Sheriff's elected. And the major...
and the assessor.
And the major positions that are not elected are what?
Chief of Police.
Chief of Police.
Mm-hmm.
So it's people's will, basically. But they have to wake up.
Yes.